Hello dear friends, welcome to another video of our English-Kurdish series. I've missed you a lot. In this video, we are going to learn how to ask what time is it in the Kurdish language with all its variations and rules. So without further ado, let's get started. So as you can see in the heading, what time is it? How do we ask that in the Kurdish language? So there are two ways. We use two concepts to ask what time is it in the Kurdish language. As I've made it clear here, we use chend, which we learned in the previous video, and we use ch, which literally means what. Ch means what. So, our clock or watch in the Kurdish language is clarified with one word, saat. Saat, which comes from Arabic. Saat, saat. So, as I said, it's come from Arabic. Sa'a, like that. Well, I might be mistaken, but I think it was something like that. Sa'a, saat, chende, saat, chiye. Just like in the Persian language. If there are those of you who are also interested in the Persian language, it's saat chende, saat chiye. They both mean the same thing. It means, what time is it? Saat chende, saat chiye. And an important point here. Though in the spoken language, in the colloquial language, it's not used much. In the standard written language, you can run into it. In Kurdish too, these two concepts are used: beri nivroy and pishti nivroy, which literally mean beri nivroy means AM, before noon, beri nivroy, and pishti nivroy means PM, afternoon, post meridium, ante meridium. In the standard language, these are used. In the spoken language, Kurdish people do not use these terms a lot, as I'm going to mention this last rule I've written on the board. So it's like that. So as you can see, 9:30, and if it's AM, you say it like that. Hashtu nive beri nivroy. Hashtu nive beri nivroy. It means it's 8:30 AM. And for the PM, we say it like that. 9:30. Nehu nive pishti nivroy. Nehu nive pishti nivroy. Don't forget these e sounds, because it connects the hour with the time of the day. Nive beri nivroy. Nehu nive beri. Hashtu nive beri nivroy. It's 8:30 AM. Nehu nive pishti nivroy. It's 9:30 PM. By the way, before we started the video, I asked our cameraman whether the word post in the English language and pishti in the Kurdish language, whether they come from the same origin. I didn't know it. It was just my guess. If there are like some of you who are interested in etymology, this word is used in the Persian language as well, like posht. So I became curious whether they come from the same origin. So let us know in the comments if you have any knowledge about that. Anyway, let's move on. So as I said, hashtu nive beri nivroy, and when you can also show them like that with shortened versions, bene and pene. Bene means beri nivroy, pene means pishti nivroy. the shortened versions. Hashtu nive beri nivroe, hashtu nive bene is 8:30 a.m. Nehu nive pishti nivroe, nehu nive pene, same thing. It's 9:30 p.m. And you can pay attention to this rule. If it's obvious whether it is AM or PM, as I said in the spoken language, these terms are never used actually, maybe. And if it's obvious whether it's AM or PM, the concepts pene and bene can be omitted, like this. Saat sheshu nive. Saat sheshu nive. It's 6:30. It's 6:30. Saat sheshu nive. It's 6:30. And as I said, in the colloquial language, this is what you're going to hear the most. The folks do not use pishti nivroe, beri nivroe a lot because it's clear when you ask what time is it, it's clear what time is it. You just say saat sheshu nive, saat haftu nive, it's 7:30. Saat hashtu nive, it's 8:30. Saat nehu nive, saat dehe, it's 10, like that. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to erase this from the board, and we're going to go on with some rules and examples together so that you can clearly get your head around how to ask about the time in the Kurdish language. So, dear friends, let's move on with the class. So, I've listed some rules for how to say 8:30 blah blah blah, or how to say it's 6:20, something like that. So in our first rule, when what time is it is asked, the answer is said after the word saat. So first you say saat. Before everything you need to use saat, which I said in the first part, it means hour, clock, watch. So in here it's 5 a.m. You say saat 5 beri nivroye. Somebody asks you saat chende, saat chiye. You say saat 5 beri nivroye. Or you say saat 8 pishti nivroye. It's 8 p.m. Saat chiye, saat 8 pishti nivroye. It's 8 p.m. And when it is half past something, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, first say the big figure. So say the hour, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever it is. Then say u, which means and. And lastly, say niv, which exactly means half. So it's a bit like the other way around. In English, first you say half, then you say past, then you say the exact hour. In Kurdish, it's a bit vice versa. So you first say 2 past half, something like that. So let's make it clear with these examples. So what time is it? As you can see here, it's 2:30 a.m. You say not hasht de. Sorry for my mistake. It's not hasht here, it's de. Not this. Excuse my mistakes. It's 2 de. So somebody asks you, what time is it? Saat, it's 2:30 a.m. Saat 2 u nive beri nivroye. First the big number, then and u, and finally niv. And don't forget this a sound. As I said, it connects the time, the hour, with the time of the day, whether it is AM or PM. Next one, somebody asks you, saat chende, saat chiye. Let's say it is 7:30 p.m. You say saat haft u nive beri nivroye. First the big number, haft, then u, then half, niv. Saat haft u nive beri nivroye. So that's how you say it's half past blah 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 in the Kurdish language. So when you want to mention the minutes, so right now let's say it is 20 past, it is 2:20, let's say, something like that. When minutes are used, you use the word, you say daqiqah, daqiqah. Again, it comes from Arabic, daqiqah, daqiqa. It comes from Arabic, daqiqah. It's used in a lot of languages which are spoken by Muslim majority nations, daqiqah, just like Saad. You use daqiqah. And how you say it? First, again, you say the exact hour, the big number, then you say the number of the minute, and finally you say daqiqah, just like this. So let's imagine it's 2:09 a.m. Saat chende, somebody asks you, you say saat 2:09 daqiqaye beri nivroye. It is 2:09 a.m. 2:09 daqiqah. First the big number, then don't forget then the number of the minute, and finally say daqiqah, minute. It means minute. So let's say it is 4:20 p.m. You say, somebody asks you, Saad Chabu. So our cameraman stopped me for nothing. I didn't understand it. So he is now doing something like that, but I can't hide anything from my students. So let's imagine it is 4:20 p.m. You say, somebody asks you, Saat chende, Saat chiye. You say, Saat charu bis daqiqe pishti nivroye. First Saat, before everything, then the big number, then then the number of the minute, and finally daqiqe. Saat charu bis daqiqe pishti nivroye. And the cameraman is now laughing at me. I don't know why. Am I funny? Why don't you answer my questions? So, as a side note here, as a footnote here, even if the word daqiqa is not used, so in the colloquial language, you might realize that the word daqiqa is sometimes omitted, mostly. It means the same thing. So, let's say it is 6:20. You can just say, Saat shashu biste. You can omit the word daqiqa. You can use it, you can also omit it, like Saat shashu bis daqiqa, like that, but you also say Saat shashu biste, which was mostly used in the colloquial language. So I've got a few more rules, like how to say it is 10 to 4, it is 5 to 3, things like that. The word, how to use, how to say, how to answer the question, what time is it, with the word to in the Kurdish language, of course. And then I've got a few other important things to remind you of, and then we're going to finish the lesson. So dear friends, let's finish this lesson with these last rules about how to ask the time in the Kurdish language. So, for 15 minutes, like quarter, we use chariyek. Chariyek. Char is 4, yek is 1, quarter. Chariyek means quarter. So, exactly like half past blah blah something, or like when we say the minute, you first say the big number, then you use and then you say chariyek. So you say Saat, somebody asks you, what time is it? It's, let's say, 2:15. You say Saat 2:04 beri nivroye. It's 2:15 a.m. It's 2:15 a.m. Saat 2:04 beri nivroye. Somebody asks you, what time is it? it is past 5, sorry. You say saat penju chariyeke. Saat penju chariyeke. This is what you generally hear, as I said in the previous part, in the colloquial language. In everyday Kurdish, you hear this a lot more than that. They just say saat penju chariyeke. Saat penju chariyeke. It's 5:15. It's 5:15. And when we want to say it is blah blah to blah blah, so it is 10 to 5, it is 3 to 6, it is 7:15, something like that. We use the word kim in place of to. Kim. In the Kurdish language, it's used kim, which basically means something like short of. It also means a little and not enough, insufficient. But in this context, it means to. It's blah blah to something. So in the Kurdish language, how to use that? Again, first you say the big figure, the big number, the exact hour, then you say kim, to, and you say the minute. So again, the other way around compared to English. In English, first you say the minute, then you say the hour. So you say it is 10 to 3. In the Kurdish language, it's a bit vice versa. So somebody asks you, what time is it? You want to say it is 10 to 3. It is 10 to 3 a.m. So you say saat 3 daqiqe bari nivroye. First the big number, the exact hour, then kim, then the minute. It is 10 to 3. So as I said in the previous part, when the word daqiqa is not used, it can be omitted. It still means the same thing. So if somebody asks you what time is it, here you can say saat 4 chariyeke. It's 4:45. You can omit the word daqiqa. Again, if it was something like that, you can just say saat 3 dehe. You can omit the word daqiqa. And finally, before we end this video, I want to teach you how to ask at what time, or basically what time actually, at what time, at what time. So when you ask the time of an event or something, some plan, some program, something that one does on a daily basis, things like that. We use, like you say, what time do you sleep? What time do you wake up? What time do you go to school? What time do you make anything? Like when you ask what time, in the Kurdish language, we use the saat chandande. The saat chandande. The saat chandande. So, as I said, to say, what time do you sleep? What time do you sleep? To the saat chandande radzi. To the saat chandande radzi. What time do you wake up? What time do you wake up? To the saat chandande shiardevi or hishiardevi. What time do you play football? To the saat chandande football edrezi. So this example is, I think, enough, and the ones that I've mentioned. To the saat chandande radzi. What time do you sleep? To ask the time of an event, some plan, some program, something, we use the saat chandande. The saat chandande. It means at, in parentheses, what time. What time do you sleep? To the saat chandande radzi. So that's it for today. We've learned how to ask and answer the question, what time is it in the Kurdish language? I hope I've taught it, I've explained them very well for you. Tell us your opinions, your views in the comments, anything, critic, something that you want me to improve on. I'd appreciate it if you share your views with me, with us. And I'm going to see you in next videos. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.